Yeah, Nofap soldiers. Just a quick one. Stop giving so much power to the urges. Recognize that the urges are inside of you. Thereby, you're creating the urges. The same way when you have a thought that you don't necessarily want, you ever think something that you didn't want to think and you're like, oh shit, I can't believe I just thought that, right? You recognize that you're not that thought. It's the same with these urges. When you get these urges, you don't have to, oh my God, these urges are killing me. People keep saying they're relapsing because the urges are too strong. But the urges need you to exist. Therefore, you must be stronger. The urges are inside of you. Just like when you have that thought and it's a thought that you don't want, oh my God, I can't believe I just thought that. You were aware of the thought. You realized that you weren't that thought. I'm sure that you've had some fucked up thoughts before. You know what I'm saying? That's all an urge is a thought. And you don't have to go in with it. You don't have to get married to it. You don't have to become one with it. You don't have to identify with it. You don't have to enmesh yourself with the urges. But so many people keep relapsing because they allow that to happen. Don't allow it to happen. And that's why meditation helps you so much. Because the same way you have to be aware of a thought during meditation and then switch your mind, you're aware of the urge. Stop giving the urges so much power. You're the one. People wonder why Nofap works so much, and there's a million different reasons. But one of the major reasons that's overlooked is because the self-discipline that you put in. Why do you think you get so much out of it? Why do you think you end up with a different life in the end? Because you've changed. You changed. You're no longer the person that used to do that 6, 7, 8 times a day in some cases. You don't do it at all. So what really happened? What really happened is that you changed as a person. And you can make that change now if you stop giving the urges so much power. The urges are inside of you. The urges are dependent upon you. You're creating the urge. The same way everything you look at, you actually create. You do realize that. When you see something, it is your eyes that see it and send light impulses to your brain, and your brain interprets it. When you hear something, you hear particular sounds, and your brain interprets those sounds and then tries to make what it might consider sense of them. It's the same thing with the urge. For so long, you've been considering this energy that's in your body sexual energy, but it's not sexual energy. It's energy. And sometimes it's stuck around your sexual organs. Start to develop a relationship with the energy. Move it, disperse it, use it for something greater. Start to allow your consciousness to rise so you can recognize that this energy just isn't lower nature energy. It's a very high natured energy. You're the one that's stuck in a lower nature, considering it an urge. It's a sensation that you aren't interpreting properly. But recognize one thing. As long as you're aware of it, it is inside of you. And as long as that urge is inside of you, you have the power over it. Start to exercise your power. Start to consider the urges an opportunity. It's kind of like a workout. Again, people change so dramatically on Nofap because of many reasons. The most overlooked and under-discussed reason is because you change. You have more self-discipline. So now, when you get the opportunity to exercise, keyword exercise, that self-discipline, you should be grateful. Be aware of the urge. Thank you. Because if the urge wasn't there, you wouldn't have the opportunity to live up to the old cliche. That which doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So when that urge comes in, and the old you would have said, oh my God, I gotta rub one out, I gotta rub one out, I gotta rub one out. And the new you says, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to identify with the urge, but I'm grateful it's there. Now I'm going to recognize it and divert my mind to something else. Do you know how much you start to change, and as a result, your life starts to change when you get to a stage that you can actually control your own mind? That's what Nofap is. It's the path of self-discipline. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline is when the mind starts to be able to control itself. Not just regulate itself, not just be aware of itself, but control itself. This is a thought, I no longer want to indulge. Once you start to do that, you'll get all you were supposed to get out of Nofap. So please remember, the urge is inside of you. Recognize that. I'll see you up the path. Thank you.